Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Today we're going to be carrying on our Kingdom of Ireland playthrough. And at the end of the last episode, we did pass away. Of course, we were playing as my now past mother died at the age of 66. And she simply just died of old age. So we are continuing the game as good old King Fursu Scafaxon of Ireland. He's currently 37 years old. He's temperate, so according to Fursu, it's best to enjoy things in moderation. He's also brave. Challenges or danger, Fursu fears nothing. However, we are sadistic. Few things bring Fursu as much joy as the suffering of others. So that's interesting. Maybe we are sadistic, but in moderation. We'll have to see, and of course this is actually sinful to Orthodox characters. Now, something that's also interesting, we are Anglo-Saxon, so of course we did land my son and he decided to convert cultures. So the first thing I'm actually going to do here, because we are also playing as the Kingdom of Ireland, I think we're going to go ahead, oh dear. Okay, first thing we need to do is go ahead and fix our council situation. Our gold income is also... Oh dear. Right. So first thing, let's go ahead and get a steward. My cousin and vassal here. She somewhat likes me. She is a powerful vassal. And she has good stewardship. So we're going to go ahead and put her on the council. There you go. She likes us very much. And instead of increasing development, what I want you to do... I want you to go ahead and promote cultural acceptance, because maybe we could found the Anglo-Irish with this character. That way we still keep the Irish alive. However, we also roleplay to being an Anglo-Saxon. I think that could be a good way forwards. So if we look at this cultural acceptance game, plus 0.66 per year. Dorothy is helping with that. Possible side effects, loss of control, reduced tax income, reduced development growth. But we could also increase development growth, increase opinion, and cultural acceptance boost. So let's go ahead and put her on this. And I think if we just put here, promote culture acceptance between Irish and Anglo-Saxon. There we go. So that's working correctly. Now, the next thing we need is a chancellor. My aunt and vassal here, she has very nice diplomacy, and she's also a powerful vassal. She doesn't like us too much, but let's go ahead and put her on the council. She likes us a bit more now. And then as for our marshal, I just realised we have... Oh, it's because they're vassals, isn't it? That's why we can assign them. Because Orthodox doesn't have the equal gender law. But because they were Irish insularists, they're able to become leaders. Okay, let's see. As for a marshal, my cousin's already my steward. My vassal here, she's not very powerful, but we could put her on the council. Let's see, she is a skilled tactician. Let's go ahead and put that. There we go. Welcome, Mayor Etain. And then we do need a spy master. And I think we are... Wow. Good old Urk here. 28 intrigue. Let's go ahead and put him on the council. And then what I'm going to do also is actually start swaying him. Just so he doesn't hate me as much. Right. As for you, what is my strongest stat? I seem to be a character of learning. So what does learning give us? Learning is a skill measuring a character's literacy and wisdom. The learning skill of a ruler affects the cost of increasing crown authority and also yields an amount of monthly piety. So we could form Irish orthodoxy. Characters with high learning can be expected to have extensive knowledge of all common scholarly endeavours, including theology, philosophy, language and mathematics. So what I might do actually is put my wife here on patronage, and that bumps us up to 25 learning, and we're earning 3 piety per month. That could be something useful. Let's go ahead and choose our lifestyle focus. Of course we will go for learning as well, and it looks like no, we need to go down this tree. We're going to go to scholar, and then I think we're going to go here. So what should we get? We could get a small boost to our health. However, I think I'm going to go theology focus. Faith and knowledge, understanding the divine, means understanding the world. We gain some more learning, and we also gain piety. That should help us reform the faith. Right. We're over our domain limit. Where are all of my domains? I have a feeling... Okay, we have some over here. This is me, apparently. Okay. But this is the capital. Hopefully I move over there. Do we have some really obscure titles somewhere? Or is that all of our land? Ah, we also own this, don't we? All the way over in the Byzantine Empire, we own these. Should we give those away to another vassal? Because I don't want to be worrying about this over here. In fact, I might do this. If we go ahead and grant them to... Let's see if we have any Greek vassals at least. Because I think these... Yeah, they are Greek. So if we go ahead and grant this. Let's go to filters, culture. Not Anglo-Saxon. We have this guy. He is my knight. He's Greek. Oh dear. Instead, it might be better. Not Western Germanic heritage. No, that doesn't change much. Okay. This guy... Oh, he's a kid. Maybe we just give it to my knight here. Let's see. He doesn't hate me in any of his skills. I think I will go ahead and give it to him. So I'm going to give him the barony and the earldom here. So let's go ahead and grant him those. There we go. And he can go ahead and manage these lands. And that puts us under our domain limit. Right. Back over to Britannia. We're also in a war right now. We have a lot of stuff we can do. We can call on our ally. King Peter is my house member. King Peter of Scotland is my nephew. Okay. Do we have an alliance with you? In fact, what kind of alliances do we have? We're allied to Serbia. 700 men only. Right. And we're currently in this war. Northman army conquest of the Duchy of Iceland. Of course we are. Let's go ahead and call the king to our war. Ah, wait. This is the king of Serbia. The king of Scotland has 1,000 men. Let's go ahead and call our house member then. And also our ally to our war. There we go. That should help a little bit. We can designate a guardian. My daughter. Let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. So let's unpin these. So my player heir is this guy. I will go ahead and pin him. Good old Maximus here. He's not landed. He is betrothed. Okay. We'll see how he develops. That's fine. Right. We have our council set up. That's all good. Let's go ahead and enact on some decisions. I think what I might do here... I would like to go on a pilgrimage, but we're very poor right now. What I might do, because we've just taken control of the crown, I'm actually going to go ahead and hold court. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turned towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. So let's go ahead and gesture for the first in line to approach. Let's see how we do. My vassal, Duke Flatham, approaches me, spreading his arms like he often does. So my vassal and knight here, he is the Duke of Munster. Orthodox Irish as well, so at least he's of our faith. My lord, I have a brilliant idea. How about we host a fair, or perhaps even a festival for the common folk to expose them to one of the different cultures in our beautiful kingdom? Flatham explains his idea further until he realizes that he's dangerously close to over-explaining it. It will cost money, but I'm sure it will help foster a more positive relationship between our people. So we could host a festival, and it increases cultural acceptance between Anglo-Saxons and the Irish. That could be very good and help maybe prevent some rebellions. What I might think, we'll hold a big festival celebrating both of our cultures. I think we will actually go ahead and do that. Although, oh dear, our gold situation. Can we afford this? I think we're going to do it. We'll hold a big festival. There we go. Duchess Stefania, my cousin, strides forward, clearly eager to hear my response to her petition. So she's the Duchess of Leinster, and of course she is my cousin and vassal as well. My cousin, it is gowling for a great house like Eggenacht Rifland, to have the threat of revocation hanging over us like mere barons or tenants. Let us ensure the stability of the kingdom is not threatened by trivial disagreements. Leinster. Leinster shall be inviolable. We get a weak hook. Protected title revocation. This vassal was guaranteed ownership of their titles, preventing the liege from revoking them regardless of the liege having a title revocation reason or not. Well, I have no reason to take lands from you, right? Only if Leinster's borders are never altered. So she agrees to it. We gain forced partition. This vassal cannot have any succession or beyond partition. 25% more prestige to change laws. We could increase her taxes, and no, I think we should just go for it. Yes, there's no reason why I wouldn't want to do that. There we go. My courtier Cuthberg shows me a page filled with unfamiliar symbols, insisting on its legibility. Okay, so I have developed a written language specifically for the women of the court, since the letters are mostly taught to men. If you allow it, I will begin teaching the ladies at once. Okay, the language of woman. This character has learned to use a written language developed specifically for women. You know, I am a man of learning, and I think education should be open for all. So as the King of Ireland, I think that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and educate everyone. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normally courtly life taking its place. My business here is done. There we go. I think our first court session as a Kingdom of Ireland was actually quite a successful one. So we jump back in here. We have a situation currently. The Northmen... Oh no, we don't. Not 4,000 versus 9,000. I think we don't have a situation anymore, right? Although we did just lose this battle, I assume. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause the game. We still have factions right now. Ah, okay. My cousin, maybe I do have a reason to not like her. She wants to install Rachel on the Irish throne. Hopefully when we solve our cultural differences, this can be solved. Greetings, uncle. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Scotland. Excellent. Welcome, King Peter. And of course, that is something as well. Scotland is independent, finally, and formed. Britannia is kind of looking like modern-day Britain. If you take England away from here and Ireland from here, we basically have modern-day Britain. Kind of interesting how that's happened. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foe shall learn to fear the men of Serbia. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, something just popped up. Oh, they sieged Dublin. Courtiers killed in siege. Oh, they captured my daughter. I can't ransom her either. What, I misclicked there. Oh, please don't kill my daughter. If you kill my daughter, you're going to be in trouble. I am feudal, right? How do I check this? Government. Yes, I am feudal. Okay, just double checking. We just have a lot of wars that can be made. Right. A scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill me already. We must stop the villain behind this. Yes, please. I don't want to die just yet. And we actually just had an event pop up in our court. Let's see. Ivan Uglisa is a wanderer. A pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Ivan, a diplomat sent by my ally, King Radu of Serbia. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine carpet, I can only assume he has been bleeding on this spot for hours, if not longer. My apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf, trying to rob me in an inn in my journey to Dublin. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will still be days until my blood loss is fatal. What? He takes his job a bit too seriously, I think. Let's see. We can pick this one, not because it suits our personality, though. We just lose stress. Okay. Force this man to see the physician. My calendar only has space next week. Can you hold on? That's brutal. He will bleed even more. You'll have to buy a new carpet. We can talk now, but your liege is paying for my carpet. No. Force him to see the physician. Come on. Diplomacy can wait at least an hour. Go and get yourself checked out, you silly fool. Right. Sometimes I feel like I should take that advice as well. A faction has disbanded. That's nice. So my cousin did see some sense and stopped the war there. Right. I think we have some more men we can raise here. But what we're going to do first is we'll wait for these armies to return. If we bring them back to Dublin... No, don't board. There we go. Embark. If we can bring them back to Dublin, then we can raise our remaining levies. And then we can deal with these Viking invaders once and for all. And don't worry. I am going to slow down a bit and focus a bit more in war now as well. I got carried away in the last episode. Right, my spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my rival, Marine Man, that is plotting to kill me. That miserable fiend. We can imprison her if we wanted to. The scheme to murder me has been abandoned because I caught her. Let's go ahead and check our relationship. We have 2 wards. My sons... Okay, one of them's my friend. There we go. We also have another friend here. She's Greek. We have plenty of rivals. One of them is King Peter's Marshal. Okay. And Duchess... Who are you? Sometimes. There we go. You have to be a bit clever here. Vassal in the Kingdom of Scotland. Okay, there we go. So we got a fair few rivals as well. Right, let's bring the men back down south. And then we can deal with these Vikings. And what better way to win the favour of the people than to kick out some Vikings? We're in debt. Oh dear. Can we still raise ore? We can't raise ore. So we might just have to go ahead and attack here. That's not looking very good though. Megastos comes of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Megastos is at an end. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards careful planning, such as Megastos, can truly come to understand its uses. He knows a lot of ways to get what he wants. Most importantly, he is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. So he's gained 3-star intrigue education, but he only has 8 intrigue though. They grow up so fast. Oh, there we go. It did get bumped up a little bit. We actually need to find him a marriage. What I might do here is actually get an alliance. The Kingdom of West Francia. Oh, that would be a good alliance, wouldn't it? Does his son... Yeah, his son already has children. Oh, wow. Princess Bourgogne. Sure, I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and send a proposal. That's incredible. There we go. We're going to marry off our son here. For that alliance. And we do have an alliance now with King Louis III. To the sensible High King Thursu of Ireland, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son Megastos will be betrothed to my daughter Bourgogne. Excellent, although my pronunciation not so excellent. Nothing changes here. Let's go ahead and attack this small force first. I just realised they're here. And then what we can also do, we can call on our ally, and hopefully King Louis III will come and save us. Because we don't quite have the men quality to deal with this. A lesson in charity. Comnell brought my son Daniel to the market today. Daniel was to hand out alms to the poor and needy, to learn about charity and a ruler's plight to the less fortunate. The serene child gave something to everyone, Conmel says, and when the purse ran dry he insisted that we'd go get another. Very selfless, maybe even excessively so. It seems that little Daniel has a very big heart. So he gains the trait generous. Okay. Acts of benevolence and charity are no strangers to Daniel. It is our plight to give as much as we are able. There we go. I'm very proud of my son there. And it does look like King Louis III is going to join us in the war against the Vikings here. Do our armies even have commanders? Sigurdsson, aren't you... That sounds Norse, even. Let's go ahead and add some commanders. Same as you. You're not a very good commander, are you? Movement speed, retreat losses. Advantage in hills. There we go. This is a hill, so that would be useful. And then in this army, we need someone else as well. Retreatment losses. Let's go ahead and get 4 aid. There we go. Maybe this will help swing the momentum just a tad into our favour here. Spouses, patron of theologians. We gain 500 piety thanks to my spouse's average learning skill. Wow. That is a lot of piety. Of course, we will go on a pilgrimage eventually. However, we need to solve our gold issues. We're a bit of a bankrupt situation, aren't we? There we go. So we beat the army. Courtier killed in siege. Ah, we were also being raided. That's a bit tedious. Let's go ahead and take back Dublin as well. We're going to have to go ahead and do this. Court grandeur level decreased. Okay. Greetings, my implacable liege. I have arrived in Dublin to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honour. Let's go ahead and show Princess Bridget in at once. I think she's pregnant. My aunt, chancellor, and vassal. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Princess Bridget, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. At last, I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Bridget writes to the land she rules in my stead. So we gain... No, she gains prestige. Oh, we gain prestige as well. We also gain some court grandeur, and we gain 25 renown. Very nice. Serve me well, Princess Bridget. Together, we should hopefully prosper in the Kingdom of Ireland. Oh... House banner destroyed? Okay, that's not our house banner. We're being raided again. In fact, I might go ahead and stop those raiders before we siege back Dublin. In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and stop these raiders. Otherwise, they're going to cause all kind of problems for us. Right. One thing I also need to check is my artifacts. Let's see. This is good for 29 years. We don't have any regalia. Our armor here. Let's see. Prowess +2. Injury resistance. Prestige. Friendly casualties. I'm going to keep this one. We can't repair it, though. What about weapons? I think this is the best one, isn't it? And then trinkets. Yeah, that's fine. We should be okay here. Do we have a court physician? We do. Okay. We're doing okay. Our gold should plateau soon, I hope, once this war is over. Let's go ahead and attack these raiders and kick them out of our lands. They're not welcome here. And we do recover 50 gold, so that helps us a little bit. We also gain some prestige as well. Let's go ahead and check the battle. We wounded one of their champions. Very nice. And one thing we also need to do. Let's siege back Dublin. New cultural head. You became the cultural head of the Anglo-Saxon culture. We've replaced the King of England as the cultural head of Anglo-Saxons. We're in the early medieval period. Oh, wow. Communal government. Counties now reach the maximum existing development county penalty at 35 development. We're currently being exposed to this, so if we research this... Wait, are we being exposed to it? No, we're not. But it only takes 9 years. 19 years. Oh, wow. What about this stuff? 6 years. 11 years. Can use a de jure county casus belli. Size of men-at-arms regiments +2. That could be useful. What kind of stuff is in here? Of course, though, we're also going to be combining our cultures eventually. Let's see. Medieval, fortification buildings, men-at-arms maintenance could be strong. Movement speed. Armoured horsemen. That could be nice. This is men-at-arms regiments. This is siege equipment. What about down here? Hereditary rule can enact the partition law. Okay, so that's equal inheritance. This is for development. Can they enact the High Crown Authority law? So, opinion, contribution. Rulers can change between all available succession laws. Vassals cannot wage war against other vassals. Huh. Absolute crown authority. What's this? This is level 4. So more taxes is always nice. Okay, rulers can designate their heir. Oh, okay. I might go for royal prerogative then. That sounds crazy good. How many years? That would take 20 years to research. Naval speed unlocks all medieval era economic buildings. Could be nice. Coinage rights. Individual de jure duchy casus. Oh, duchy casus belli. And domain limit +1. Let's go ahead and get royal prerogative. That sounds very nice. That's going to take 20 years. Right, back to the battle. We're going to siege back Dublin. We really kind of need this back. And there we go. The King Louis III has actually landed in Ireland now as well. So maybe he can go after the Vikings herself. Your cousin Duchess Dorothy created a cadet branch, Rifleland Belcu. So we got another cadet branch there. My son is more likely to receive a good education thanks to my wife. Very nice. One thing I want to do... Can we go ahead... Oh, this is always a gamble, isn't it? Let's go ahead and look at our dynasty tree. Please don't crash. Wow, that's quite laggy. Look how much we have grown. I think this was our first character here. And already... The family of Ireland is very big, and many of these trees aren't expanded as well. Yeah, I'll probably not open that one again for a while, because the game might crash. Right, betrothed can marry. Maximus can now marry his wife, so let's go ahead and send off that proposal. To the sensible High King Furso of Ireland, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son and heir Maximus and my daughter Cicely will be joined in holy matrimony. May their union bring happiness and fulfillment. Excellent. Very nice stuff there. We can call on our ally. Let's see. Oh, the Queen of Wales. Sure, we'll call you to the war as well. There we go. We're on good friends with Wales again. There we go. Seems we just skipped a generation there of having good relations with them. To the implacable King Furso of Ireland. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Wales. Excellent. There we go. It looks like Britannia is moving towards a bit of stability, which is very much needed after the recent years. Mercenary contract expiring. Okay, let's go back to the siege. It looks like King Louis having his take in the war there, hunting some Vikings. And there has been a faction created against us. Your vassal Duke Flatham created the faction to install Duke Flatham of Munster on the Irish throne. Does he even have any supporters? He doesn't. I didn't think so. He doesn't like us, but we're like, oh, jeez, look at our gold. Okay, luckily we've won this war. Let's see. So, they don't give us any gold. He loses 500 gold, but we don't gain it. We gain prestige, though. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands and disband the men. We're still in a bit of a predicament, though, aren't we? We can designate a guardian, except we can't. We are in debt. We're not endorsed by our patriarch. Maybe I could raise relations with the patriarch. There we go. I don't want our spy master to hunt us. This is a bit of a problem. And the only way I know to solve this would be to disband some men-at-arms. In fact, we are over our men-at-arm limit. As for the sizes as well... How do I know which ones are mercenaries? Special soldiers. We have some special soldiers. No idea how we got access to Viking adventurers. The band of horse. Okay, so these are separate. They're down here. Right. Let's go ahead and disband the pikemen, maybe. Wait. Pikemen are good in hills, though. What about these guys? Jungle, tiger, forest. These guys are also good. I think we wanted bowmen, though. So what I might do is actually remove these guys. They counter heavy infantry. Yeah, I'm going to disband the light footmen. So if we go ahead and destroy this... Oh, we're still struggling. Do I destroy these guys as well? I think I have to. Let's go ahead and destroy them. How did I get over the limit? Right, this should slowly recover our gold. However, that's still going to take a very long time. 0.1 gold per month. Boiling anger. You might be a king, but you're also a heartless fopdoodle. The unprovoked anger expressed by my cousin Olvir comes as a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this... you're Brifono Norse, okay, and you're Asatru. And you're my cousin? Oh dear. That even he struggles, it's calming, and for some reason him insulting me has calmed me. We won't argue against that, that's fine. Right, promote cultural acceptance. Now I do wonder... How do we... This is reform. This is diverge. Will I just eventually get... Oh, look at this. We got a new tradition as well. Monthly prestige per powerful vassal on a council. That's nice. City holdings give more popular opinion. Rulers of this culture are more likely to construct city holdings. We gain prestige bonus. Can recruit Huskels as men-at-arms. Traits such as strong or hale are seen as prestigious. The strong trait is more common. Okay. So that explains maybe why we got special soldiers. And astute diplomat. Cannot attack allies. Cannot attack for a truce. Alliance negotiation acceptance. Can learn one additional language. Okay. Speaking of languages. Which languages do I... Oh, I have some kills. Both in battle, okay. Let's go ahead and see what languages. Oh, wow. I know Goidelic, Greek, Norse, and Anglic. And I can learn up to 8 languages. What should we learn next? I assume... What do you speak? You speak Goidelic. I don't know what you speak. Interesting. Do we know Norse? He already knows Goidelic. We already know so many languages. Maybe we could learn... What do you speak? Anglic? We already speak Anglic. What about over in Brittany? Doyle Vulgar and Duck Vulgar. Maybe what we can do here is learn the language of Brittany. There we go. And add Doyle Vulgar to our arsenal of languages. That should be very nice. We could go on a pilgrimage, but we don't have enough gold. My wife is pregnant. Do we have any prisoners we can ransom off? Aha! There we go. So Irish here. Oh, we could torture her. Unfortunately. Gain stress because we are sadistic. Few things bring Fursu as much joy as the suffering of others. I think it's time to do some torturing. Oh. So all of these people are Greek. The Irish. Do I really want to torture someone who's Irish though? Probably not if I'm trying to improve culture with them. So what I might do is move these guys to the dungeon. There we go. We're going to move all of these Greeks to the dungeon. Of course, once upon a time, we did live over in the Byzantine Empire. And now it's time for us to bring all of these guys to our dungeon. Because it's time to partake in some sadistic activities. Let's go ahead and torture Tiberius. I think we already tortured him. Okay, maybe we can torture this guy. We can't torture him either. Can we torture you? Ha! We can torture you. There we go. We might discover a secret. We lose stress because we are sadistic. Oh, but we spend piety. Maybe we'll save the torturing for when we're stressed. I think that works out. However, yeah, I think that's fine. Right. Looking at the time, I've already been recording for 35 minutes. Wow, time flew. I think this guy could be a very interesting character. I think Britannia in general is moving towards a very interesting time. We could be on the edge of forming Anglo-Irish. Maybe we could even reform Orthodoxy with this character as well. We'll have to see. But that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow with the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.